So Joel is finally here. We're finally able to launch Medical Missions TV. We've been talking about this for months now, trying to get this program going. So we're excited that we're finally here. For those of you watching, my name is Greg Seager.
And I'm Joel White. Greg, I'm really excited to see this start, we've been formatting this idea and what it is, but what, in your eyes and in your desire, what is Medical Mission TV?
Joel, it's really about telling stories about medical missionaries. I think that's an important story to tell. Telling a story about mission hospitals. When I speak a lot, I talk a lot about that idea that there are two really distinct worlds in medical missions. One being a short-term medical mission world where folks go for a week or 2 weeks or a month and commit a portion of their time each year to serving the poor. And that's a really important thing to do, and we really encourage people to do that. The other end of that is that folks that have given up years of their lives to serve in a mission hospital or health program as a long-term medical missionary, and they sacrifice an awful lot. So part of our vision is, could we see these two worlds work together a little better? I think that is one of my hopes that comes out of this.
It sounds like an incredible time to learn and to grow in our understanding of what medical missions is, and that's important.
Yeah. Every time I go out to the field, I learn something, and every time I sit down and have a conversation with a missionary family, I learn and something. And I've been a student of medical missions for more than 20 years now, and that's important to me. That we take the lessons, believe that success leaves clues, and that if we can help people figure out what does it look like to be successful as a medical missionary on the field, and how do we stay emotionally, spiritually, physically healthy in that context, and work through some of the challenges. So I think these shows will offer that to, especially those interested in going long term. I think they'll glean a lot from this content.
Well, as someone who's very passionate about medical missions and as wanting to grow and learn, I'm very excited about this. So what am I and those at home who will be watching? What are they going to expect, or what do they look to be expecting in terms of who's being interviewed and who are the people that we're talking to?
Sure. Well, sometimes we're going to have an opportunity to follow missionaries around in mission hospitals. We take a video tour of the mission hospital and the campus and kind of see what life is like there, because I think that is really an important story to tell, especially for those who are interested in going and serving long term. I think that's going to be really helpful for them to kind of see some of these different locations. The other aspect of it is we want to interview mission leaders because they have a lot of insights. In recent past, we've interviewed Rick Allen, who's the CEO of MedSend, which is an organization that provides student loan, provides grants to cover student loans for medical professionals going to the mission field. Just sat down the other day with Dr. Paul Osteen, who is on staff at Lakewood Church, but he facilitates the Mobilizing Medical Missions Conference in Houston now, which is a really grown to be a really large conference, and he's got some great insights on medical missions because he spends a good portion of each year as a general vascular surgeon relieving long-term missionaries, which I think is a really big need for short-term folks to really look at how can they help long-term missionaries and relieve them. Who else did I interview recently? Andy Mayo from Medical Benevolence Foundation, and they support a number of hospitals across Africa So all of these kind of interviews, we're gonna be working those in, and we're gonna be working in some interviews of missionaries serving on the field and hospital founders, and so we're excited about that. I think it's gonna be a really good show.
Sounds like some incredible interviews, and I don't want to miss a single one. So how do I and people at home stay updated and make sure that we don't miss these awesome interviews?
Well, for those of you watching at home, just hit the subscribe button. You'll be notified on with every episode that we put up. And if you share a passion for medical missions, subscribe. We'll see you next time on Medical Missions TV.